I'm sorry, my Tagalog is really rusty. I haven't spoken it in more than 20 years.
So what is this place?
It's a special school that I've been looking after for a few years.
What class is this?
Music, I think.
Perkenalan Christian pada dunia teater makin meletupkan hasratnya ke dunia tarik suara. Rasanya impian itu akan menjelma nyata. Entah kapan waktunya, entah kapan terjadinya. Sampai akhirnya, Christian nekat mengikuti kontes menyanyi yang berakhir dengan kekalahan nan memedihkan hati.
Okay, well, after college, I said, I'm working too hard because I would do landscape architecture assignments at night and I would train in the varsity in the morning. So after college, I said, I want to try something else. I tried the theater. I tried musical theater. I attended summer workshops. Then afterwards, hey, I've been doing this already. I think this is fun. I enjoyed my time as a musical theater artist. I started as a choir member only. And then later on, a former singer, now my manager, discovered me, said, hey, I think you can be a solo singer someday. I want you to try to audition for this singing contest on TV. It's called Star in a Million. I won in the first round. I reached the grand finals, but I lost. I'm 4th place. During that season, it really made me see that this is the life I want to live for.
Kekalahan itu begitu mendera hati, hingga membuat Christian limbung dan merasa terpinggirkan. Rasa sesal serta segala gundah menyerbu benaknya. Ia nyaris meminggirkan cita-cita sebagai penyanyi, karena dirinya tak mau menderita sakit kedua kali.
The challenges that came to my life during the early years of being a singer was, one, I only knew one genre, which is to sing ballads or sometimes Josh Groban songs or sometimes gospel songs. Whenever they would let me sing rock songs or R&B songs, it was hard before. And then I lost in the contest. I was 4th place. So imagine me saying, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I think this is it. And then I lose. I asked God, I thought this was your plan and then now I lost.
Yang saya tahu dia kan di awal mula karena dia bukan awalnya nyanyi cuman dari gereja kan, dari paduan suara gereja gitu. Kemudian akhirnya dia ikut kayak kontes nyanyi gitu di Filipina gitu loh. Dan which is pada waktu itu dia nggak juara kan. Tapi saya ngelihat perjuangan dia luar biasa gitu. Sekalipun dia nggak juara, dia punya mental juara. Kalau sampai saat ini saya ngelihat dia punya mental juara kalau dia sampai sekarang. So far udah 10 tahunan kali ya, 11 tahunan dia berkarir di nyanyi saya lihat.
Di saat hatinya ringkuh, di saat lesu cita-cita menyergap, Christian mendapatkan jalan kedua berupa tawaran menyanyi dari sebuah perusahaan rekaman bertaraf internasional. Disinilah Christian bertaruh harapan di kali kedua.
But still, my manager said, no, let's still try and let's still audition. So I auditioned in the Philippines. It's called Warner Music Philippines. And first they said, okay, we'll call you. We'll let you know. So we thought, oh man, they didn't like us. But after a while they said, Christian, we want to sign you into Warner. And we've had the song that's been waiting for 2 years in our bank. We did not know whom to give it to. But when you came, we decided, you're the guy that's gonna get this song. And that song was The Way You Look at Me.
Saya bilang cukup pesat gitu loh. Dia sekarang nggak sekedar nyanyi, tapi dia juga sempat main film. Kemudian dia juga coba acting di satu acara yang The Kitchen Musical, yang itu juga diputar nggak cuman di satu negara, tapi di beberapa negara juga. Kemudian dia juga sekarang gabung di musikal. Saya ngeliat dia punya karir yang luar biasa. Tapi dia tidak lupa dengan namanya nyanyi sebagai profesi dia yang paling utama. Itu yang keren.
Cause there's something in the way you look at me.
Tembang berjudul The Way You Look at Me tadi pada akhirnya mengantarkan Christian menuju tangga popularitas. Meski si empunya suara tak pernah menyangka semua ini akan terjadi, tapi takdir bicara lain, bahwa ketenaran itu sudah ia genggam.
What you see, but there's something in the way you look at me.
I was just a normal boy thrust into the crazy world of show business, so I was just following orders during the first few years. Follow orders, teach me what I need to know because I pretty much do not know anything. So my goal was always to hopefully fill the concert studios, hopefully make the songs #1. Later on, they had to teach me how to look good, how to dress up. I didn't know anything. I was like a blank slate. So my manager said, right now, just follow everything that we tell you. But later on, when we've run out of ideas, it has to come from you already.
You're the missing piece.
Ketika lagu The Way You Look At Me disukai masyarakat, Christian menarik ingatan ke belakang saat di mana ia masih dibelit rasa sangsi dan keraguan-raguan karena dirinya bukanlah siapa-siapa. Christian yang rendah hati akhirnya memetik keberhasilan, manakala ia mau mengakui kekurangannya dan mengubahnya menjadi kelebihan diri.
Because they had to simplify it so that it's easier to listen to. For example, before when I sang The Way You Look At Me in the recording studio, it was like, 'cause there's something in, you know. He said, no, that's not gonna work in radio. You had to trim it, make it simpler. And then I began, 'cause there's something. And then when we heard it, wow, I was so happy with it. I was almost sure that it was gonna be a hit. But when they released it, people were saying, who's this guy? Because they haven't heard me sing like that before, so they weren't sure who. They even thought it was a foreigner. I said, oh really? You think I'm a foreigner? Yeah.
Oh ternyata dia orangnya humble terus gitu, maksudnya tidak angkat dagu gitu ke orang lain tuh enggak gitu, biasa aja.
Menjadi terkenal bukan berarti mengubah karakter diri seorang Christian Bautista. Ia tetaplah menjadi pribadi yang sederhana. Buat Christian, keberhasilan itu hanyalah buah dari kerja keras dan bukan untuk dibangga-banggakan. Sikap inilah yang ia bawa dari dulu, semenjak dirinya masihlah biduan yang merajang nasib di kontes menyanyi.
Well, first, people only knew me from the singing contest. Christian Bautista from the singing contest, who sang Josh Groban songs. That's all they knew. But now, I had to sing pop. So, when I heard The Way You Look At Me, it was one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. And I was so happy that they gave it to me.
Saya udah so far 3,5 tahun, saya ngeliat ada satu talent yang bekerja very profesional gitu loh. Dia starnya, dia bintangnya, tapi saya ngeliat dia very humble sekali. Kita bilang, besok Chris, kita harus standby di lobby at 5 o'clock in the morning gitu loh. Itu nggak perlu ditelepon, nggak perlu digedor-gedor pintunya. Dia akan sampai jam 5 pagi di lobby.
Tuhan memiliki kuasa untuk segalanya, seperti kuasa yang ditunjukkan Sang Ilahi pada Christian yang sampai detik ini masih terheran-heran dengan segala apa yang diraihnya. Seperti rasa heran yang tak kunjung habis, manakala Christian menemui kenyataan bahwa lagunya disukai banyak orang.
And then we were riding the wave because suddenly everyone was loving the songs. It was hitting the charts in the radio. Suddenly, everything fell into place. So, one of the most successful albums was my first album. During the first time I went here, yes, I was shocked because, wow, they haven't even seen me, but they like cheering and all that.